What's up, everybody? Welcome. What's up? My name is Jay Tarantino. I play guitar in a band called Etherius, and we have a new album called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. I'm playing some tracks. That was a song called The Dark. That was not The Dark Organ. That was a song called Veins. No. That was a song called Beneath the Land and Sea. I do not know any Dream Theater songs. I actually don't play any covers here. I just play all of my own music. You should get a Kiesel. You gotta talk to your wife, man. Fuck that, dude. You're your own person. If you want a Kiesel, go get one. This is why I'm not married. All right. I do not know any Dream Theater songs. I actually don't play any covers. I just play all of my own music. That was a song called The Beneath the Land and Sea. Here's a song called The Dark Oracle. That was a song called The Dark Oracle. I'm going to play that one again. Let's do it again. What's up, Nuevo Martino? Shout out to everybody, man. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, man. We're all over the place. Shout out to everybody. Let's do that one again. What's up, Darkwing? Yeah, Darkwing likes to stalk. She's a lurker. What's up, Jackie? What's up, everyone? All right, man. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, man. We all over the place. All right, CWB says, someone called the Ninja Turtles Shredder's at it again. Yeah, dude, Shredder's out of control, man. Can't stop him. All right. How the hell you doing? What's up, everyone? All right, that was a song called The Dark Oracle again. My name is Jay Tarantino. I play guitar in a band called Etherius. We have a new album. It's called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. And if you're on TikTok, if you want to check it out, click that link tree right there in my profile. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, Google, Amazon, SoundCloud. We're all over the place. So again, just click that link tree. And if you're on Twitch, I have a link in the chat. What's up, Max? Max, you did. Oh yes, you did tell me the story about your guitar. All right. Here's a song called Thread of Light. Max said, listen to Max. He says the album rips. Thank you, Max. All right, here we go. This song's called Thread of Life. was a song called Thread of Life. What's up, Cabins? All right, Max says, Thread of Life was recorded, then they went to Brooklyn. No, that was the video for Hymns of the Crimson Raven. That was the church video. That was back in October. That was when we went and had Brooklyn. We went to Brooklyn and had the best fucking pizza you ever had in your entire life. Shout out to Paulie G. Paulie G is Sandman. That's Sandman's uncle. Fucking great. That's the best pizza you're ever going to have in your entire life. I'm telling you. Y'all got to come to Brooklyn. Go to Paulie G's. It's the best fucking pizza. All right. What's up, Tarquin? Shit. Where's Darkwing? She's hiding. She's stalking. She's lurking. She's paying attention. Did Paulie G have to deal with Sandman's ex? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to say yes. All right, Tarquin says, I have a where was this video shot question. Okay. Ask me your question. I'm sure Paulie G had to deal with Sandman's ex. All right, Tarquin says, I see the video for March End Defy. What is this link? Should I click this link? What is this link? Oh. Oh, shit. I didn't even know we were here. This is cool. Oh, my God. They have my old band. Wow. This is wild, man. Holy shit. Dude, this is fucking wild, man. This is my old band. My old band, Shadows of Dawn. Wow. Hold on, is it? Sorry, you got me going down a rabbit hole here. Damn. Oh, that's our old album, man. That album's out of print. Dude, I was fat. That's when I was like 50 pounds heavier. Man. That's fucking wild. Look at the hair. That video was shot in New York. It was shot, I want to say it was shot somewhere in Nyack. The March into 5 video, man, I was a fat fuck, man. See, the thing is, I'm Italian, so like when I gain weight, my face gets really fat. So, it is what it is. But now I'm getting swole, man, because I've been hitting the gym for the last 4 years. Okay, Nyack's only 15 minutes from where you used to live. Yeah, it's like, pretty sure we shot that in Nyack. Yo, that video was fun. Max says, as another Italian, I understand the weight gain complex. Yeah, dude. This shit just goes to your face. Yeah, it's on top of some fucking mountain. All right. Here's a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. right. I'm going to play that song again. Tarquin says, on that site is a Thread of Light playthrough video filmed in some abandoned Parthenon like setting on the Hudson. It was on the Hudson River. Yes, you are absolutely right. That was in New York. It was on the New York side of the Hudson. Jesus, star. Is a Yamaha 112J good for? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that particular guitar. I guess it's okay. Tarquin's scouting the internet. He's trying to find all the kinds of back info on me. Don't worry, I don't have anything that I'm ashamed of. I don't care. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, this playthrough. Yeah, this one came out awesome. Do I know any Pantera? I actually don't play any covers here. All the songs I'm playing are my songs, my band songs. I'm going to play a song now called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. News headline tomorrow in the New York Post. Jay on the front cover doing something nefarious. Shh, don't tell anyone. All right, Jackie says you're tired of hearing about Midtown. New York? What happened? What happened in New York? What's going on in New York? What dumb shit happened in New York today? I don't know what happened. There was a pew pew incident in New York? Uh-oh. All right. He put a link in the chat for an Android charger. Damn. She says, well, you see, I was so focused on pitch correction. Well, if you sang in key the first time, you wouldn't need auto-tune. I'm just kidding. I'm just being a smartass. Relax. All right. She's going to hate me now. She said I don't use it. All right. Oh, Tarquin's in the Guitar Boss vaults. The vaults? He's in the vaults. She says, I don't... Of course you don't hate me. You love me. You know it. You can't get enough of me. Uh-oh, Tarquin's going back through the archives. Max says, I'm going to be a boomer. Robert Plant don't need pitch correction. That's funny. That was a good show with Tony McAlpine. He had what's his name? Jesus Christ. He had Virgil Donati playing drums. No, it wasn't Tony. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Tony McAlpine. It was Virgil Donati. Yeah. Duh. It was, yeah. No, oh, no, I know what it was. That Tony McAlpine show got canceled. That show never happened. That show, it got postponed until, I think September of that year. We played with Virgil Donati. Yeah. She says, just don't go too far down the TikTok. You'll be scarred for life. Steve Bello, he's decent. He's okay. She says, man, Canada is so far behind on the on Burns. All right. Yo, all right. I see we got some requests. I actually do not play any covers here. All the songs I'm playing are from my band. I do all original music here. No covers. But stick around because I'm going to fucking play the best guitar solos. Trey says, last burn we did was the White House in 1812. Yeah, that was 213 years ago. Now we specialize in freezing and hockey. Even though a Canadian team hasn't won a Stanley Cup in 32 years. It's been a while. But shout out to the Montreal Canadiens. Last Canadian team to win a Stanley Cup. All right, anyway, nobody cares about this. Let me play a song. All right, here's a song called Sedna. All right. What, you don't like hockey? Max posted Amazon links in the chat. Max says, I'm not a body spray kids in high school using it. Listen, I still use Axe. There's one particular scent. It's a blue logo. It smells really good. I still be rocking the Axe. I don't give a fuck. There's some that smell really good. What's up, Vanessa? I think it's the yes, it is. I think it's Phoenix. I think it's the Phoenix one. It's the blue one. This shit smells so good, man. All right, we talking about hockey. I'm a Rangers fan. The Rangers sucked last year, man. They were fucking terrible. And I use the Old Spice. I have one of the Old Spice body washes too. I mean body wash, body spray. I forget which one. It's the green one. What the fuck is it? I don't remember. When I'm real fancy, I be using Guess. Guess smells amazing. Oh, you're a Sabres fan? Ooh. All right, Trey likes the Quebec Nordiques / Colorado Avalanche. Dude, the Nordiques, man, when they had fucking Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg, that was the shit, man. Patrick Waugh, although Patrick Waugh was on the team when they were Colorado. Fiji, that's the one, yes. Jackie's a Red Wing. Well, yeah, you're in Detroit, so. Yeah, the Sabres are one of my rivals. But at least I'm not a Devils fan or a Flyers fan. The year they were sold to Colorado, they won the Cup. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they swept the Panthers in 4. They fucking destroyed them. They swept them in 4 games. John Van Beesbrook was the goalie for Florida, former Ranger. That's right, man. That team was stacked. They had Patrick Waugh. They had Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg. Who else did they have on that team? I can't remember anybody else. I forget. Yeah, that's right. Toledo has the Wallies. Bro, minor league hockey be having some crazy team names. All right, Darkwing says, I have a son that thinks an entire can of everything all at once smells good. That's terrible. Oh, yeah, Stastny. Yeah, Peter Stastny. That's right. The fish walleyes? What? Vanessa says that's a nightmare. Too much smell. Man, listen, gentlemen, when you put on like body spray, like three sprays and that's all you need, man. If that, maybe 2. You don't need to go nuts, man. Listen. No need to go nuts. I do not take requests. I just play I play all of my own music here. But I hope you stick around cuz I'll entertain you. Two sprays max for perfume. I agree with you, Trey. Yes. When a woman wears too much perfume, that shit, I don't even want to go near her, man. I'm like, Bish, you need to stay away from me. She says, Jay, you don't need anything. Trust. Them pheromones are strong enough from 600 miles away. I do smell good, though. Just saying. He said not just the women's, but the men and the children, too. This is true, yeah. Yeah, Vanessa sums it up perfectly. Just be clean. That's right. Just take showers. Trey says one spray near the neck, another one around the torso. Trey's giving advice here. Thank you, Trey. Listen, no need to fucking go nuts. Pacifica Silver Moon. I don't know what that is. It's my fave. All right, we'll find out. Tarquin says this channel just took a GQ turn. What's up, Martian Incubus? What's up, Austin? We're talking about perfume and cologne I don't know how we got on this subject. All right, I'm not going to repeat what Trey just typed in the chat. Did you miss the Ozzy concert? I did not do the Ozzy stuff last night. I gotta practice. Like, I haven't had time to practice my Ozzy songs. I don't want to fucking half-ass them. So I didn't do the Ozzy concert yet. I keep saying tomorrow, and then I'm like, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm very particular. Like, I need to practice these songs. Like, you can't half-ass them. They have to be perfect. She said that's all. Max says, I had to rush the Ozzy shit. Yeah, man, I'm going to get to it. I said tomorrow. I didn't say tomorrow after which day. This is true, yes. I did not specify. Tarquin says, perfume and cologne, two of the most unmetal things under the sun. Listen, man, there's nothing sexier than a metalhead that smells good, okay? Now, in my case, I'm talking about the women. But just metalheads in general, if you smell good. Did I ship your friends? No, I told him I'm going to ship it this week. I'm like, I haven't been able to get to the post office before it closes. But I told him I'm going to ship it out. Max says, if I come off stage, I don't want to smell like ass. This is true, yes. This is very true. Which I will if I don't spray. Yeah, I told him this week, but I will, yeah. I'm the fucking worst when it comes to mailing out merch. I'm sorry. Like, I apologize in advance. I'm terrible. All right. Anyway, let me play a song, man. We talking too much here, man. I talk too fucking much. All right. Metal. All right, kind of a hippie. I dig body spritz. Okay, yeah, I could dig that. Just don't like I said, I use body spray. I don't go nuts with it. Like 1 or 2 sprays, maybe 3 at the most, and that's it. Jackie says, all right, Vanessa says your diet also dictates how people smell. This is true too. Yeah, if you eat junk food, you're gonna smell like it. You literally are what you eat. All right. Jackie says, I have a drummer friend who wears patchouli. Is that how you say it? What's patchouli? Never heard of that. I like Guess. Guess is good. Essential oils. All right, get some sleep. Have fun at work tomorrow. I have to get up at like 6 o'clock. No, I have to get up at 5:30. Shit. Fuck. Damn it, man. I hate waking up. I'm not a morning person. I hate waking up in the morning. Like, fuck that. Patchouli. No, patchouli. Patchouli. Something like that. Petroleum. Trey says, so I'm a pussy. I guess you are what you eat, Trey. All right, Vanessa says, I know a lot of hippies, and that patchouli also smells like armpits. Patchouli. That's what it's called. All right, listen, we're talking about cologne and shit. We need to get off this subject. This is not very metal at all. So I'm going to play a song. Patchouli. But anyway, the moral of the story is you should smell good. Don't smell like ass, ever. told me to. She said, "Grab that auto tune." No. Dragon Force. I do not know how to play any Dragon Force songs, but I hope you stick around. Piano in Moonlight. I like that name. All right. Martian says Jay is too smooth with it. She says, grab that auto tune. Yeah, I fucked up one of my bends. That bend, that's a fucking hard bend because you're sliding up. I'm gonna make excuses now. Because you're sliding up and then you're bending all in one motion. There's no hesitation there. I fucked up. But it's fine. Max says, Darkwing's busting my chops. That's fine. That's fine. Trey says, I applied for a rhythm guitar spot once. Got it on the spot. Didn't like their music, so I choked. Piano in Moonlight says, that's actually insane that he plays his own song. I just don't, I do covers here once in a while, but I'm just, I write music. Why would I play other people's music that I write? Why would I play other people's music when I write my own? But I hope you all stick around. She's all a bitches, ya bish. Listen. Ya bish. Alright. Enough fucking around. Alright, Redneck Bro, have a great night, man. Alright, here's a song called Arctic Shadowscape. All right, let's see here. What are my top 3 favorite riffs that got me into guitar? All right, that's a great question. Definitely Holy Wars is one of them. One of the first albums I got was Rust in Peace. All right, Piano in Moonlight says, bro, you are so gifted, but I have to leave. I wish you the best. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for checking out a song. Appreciate that. All right, sorry, I'm just going through some stuff here. Let's see. All right, I'm caught up on comments. All right, so Tarquin says through top 3 riffs: Smoke on the Water, Stairway, Freebird. For me, it's Holy Wars, definitely Holy Wars. Probably Crazy Train or Over the Mountain, and so I'm going Holy Wars. Over the Mountain was one of them, one of the early riffs that I was really into. And let's see, what's the other one? Darkwing says, I'm looking so good tonight. Thank you. I'm looking good every night. Listen. Max says, I don't know if riffs got me in the guitar. It was mostly being surrounded by music all the time, 24/7, thanks to Tarquin and Mrs. Tarquin, a.k.a. Mom. Shout out to Mom. Tarquin says, that'll get you thrown out of any guitar store. Yeah, so Crazy Train's a great riff, too. Over the Mountain, Holy Wars, and then probably like Master of Puppets. That was another early song that I remember hearing. What's my take on Ozzy's passing? Dude, it's like losing an uncle. I now live in a world where he's not here anymore. My whole life, Ozzy has been here, and now he's not. It's fucking weird, man. Trey says, guitar... I missed the part where he played 2,500 seats. I did miss that part. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trey. But guess who is here? Max and Tarquin, Trey, Martian. Max says, first song I remember hearing was Kashmir. All right, Bill says, I love the Ozzy, but I gotta say I like Dio Sabbath better. There was definitely... there's definitely something special about Dio Sabbath, yeah. I think they were a little more dynamic. You know, they did more of the acoustic stuff, like Sign of the Southern Cross, of course, Heaven and Hell, Children of the Sea. Well, Heaven and Hell, there's no acoustic except for the end, but like the acoustic stuff, like Children of the Sea, Sign of the Southern Cross, even a song like Die Young. I don't think they could do a song like that with Ozzy. Die Young is a great love. Was it Standing on the Edge of the World or Falling Off the Edge of the World? Great song, man. Just amazing music. She called me a butthole. Sorry. To give Dio credit, Black Sabbath would have disappeared in 1979 had he not stepped in. That's probably true, yeah. But yeah, man, like they could never do. Because I remember Tony telling a story, or Geezer. Geezer was talking about the first song they ever wrote with Dio was Children of the Sea. And Geezer said it was a song they were working on with Ozzy for like 6 months, and Ozzy just couldn't get into it. And the first rehearsal they had with Dio, they wrote the song right there on the spot, man. It's fucking cool, man. That's a great song. That's one of my favorite Sabbath songs, like of any era. Uh-oh. Jackie, who do you need to put in timeout? Who you putting in timeout? Do I take song requests? I do not. I play all of my original music here. All All right, Max says, I didn't realize this till Ozzy passed. He had to write riffs. He had to write the vocal line over riffs. Oh, yeah. Oh, you name call? Darkwing. Uh-oh. Darkwing says, listen, Mama, he started it. Listen, I'll put her in timeout. Don't worry. Darkwing says, I already know she's got a better talking about. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Jackie's like, oh, Jesus Christ. These fucking kids. All right, anyway. All right, Martian wants to hear Sedna. I did just play Sedna, but I'll play it again. Max says, it's very difficult for a singer to write melodies over riffs. Dude, especially when the riffs are always changing. This is true. I'll play it again for you. We'll do it again. I will absolutely play it again. We're going to do it right now. Hold on. My session's bugging out here. All right. Trey says, I just realized my only vid on YouTube is a jam made with my drummer. We didn't say nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 and followed each other. Sounds like Symptom of the Universe, but with shitty souls. Max says, hi-hat, then DAW says, fuck you, Jay. This is true, yes. All right, Jackie's got to keep us all in line. She's like the honorary mom here. She's got to crack the whip. Tarquin says, someone should set up a Parallels Twitch stream where they simulcast Jay and sing lyrics and melodies made up on the fly. That's actually a great idea. Darkwing says, I found my favorite Eister song, Dracula. Yes. No, hold on. Oh, no. I forget that next part. That's like one of my favorite songs. She says, I shall better run over to Jay's apartment and start singing. Do you believe in love? That's like one of my favorite Ice songs, yes. Fucking love that song. Yes. I'm just not tuned to E flat to play it right. But anyway, all right, I'm going to play Sedna for Martian. Max says, you need a range out to the ionosphere to sing that. This is true, yeah. Because he definitely, the beginning is easy. It's just when he hits those higher parts, man. That verse riff is a bitch. Tough to sing. Austin wants to hear the Bendy Note song. Max says, listening to Etherius as soon as she wakes up and all day until she passes out. This is an intervention. Darkwing had Etherius withdrawals. She says, I'm sure the new album got about 50K more streams. That's where all those streams came from. All right, I'm going to play the Bendy Note song for Austin. He asked for it. Very nice, very politely. Where's Cody at? Because this is Cody's song. Actually, he gave it the name. All right, this is going to be about... This song's got a lot of bendy notes. This song is called The Omnipotent. I love bending the note and pulling on the bar. This is... Yes, that's exactly what I do. I like pulling on the bar. Take that as you will. Larry C. All right, he's going to play Roblox with his kids. Now, that's being a dad right there. Shout out to Larry C. He got jokes for days, video games he plays. He's a hero in the night. When the kids have a fight, he's super dad. That was good. That all rhymed. Max says, I'm too old to have no I'm too old and have no kids to know what Roblox are. It's a game, I think. to switch guitars. She said it's called the baby making intermission. All right. That song was called the Omnipotent or the Bendy Note song, as we call it. All right, I'm gonna play a couple more. I gotta get up at 5:30, man. Fuck. All right. Here's a song called Ad Livun. Fucked up. Let me play that again. I'm getting tired. I'm like losing fucking concentration here. Hold on. And my B string's out of tune. All right, we're gonna play that again. I fucked up so bad. That's how you know I'm not AI. I'm actually a real person. Let's do it again. Vanessa says, Ermagerd, he's not AI. Yeah, AI fucks up all the time. Don't trust ChatGPT. right. Darkwing says, I always sing this song with my best mouth guitar. I'm going to play one more song. And then it's bedtime. Mouth guitar. That's a new one. All right, hold on. I got a tune here. All right, Biggs Murphy says, dope. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on. I got a tune, man. I'm out of tune. This is fucking... All right, we're going to play one more. From my boy Austin. All right. This song's called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. Good night, Martian. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was Hymns of the Crimson Raven. All right, Darkwing says, so when I come to the show, you were going to sign my arm with Sharpie. You're getting tattooed. Oh, my God. I am not ready for that kind of commitment. You're going to tattoo my signature on your arm? I don't think I'm ready for that. All right, Max says, all right, hold on. I will answer that question. He said, do it on the booth. All right, so she says, okay, so just sign my arm. The rest was a typo. Vanessa said, maybe the boobie is better. Trey said, do it on the boobs. He said, gotta sign the rack. Okay, calm down. She said, okay, I'll sign it all. I'm cool with that. That's fine with me. All right, Max has a serious question here that needs a serious answer. So I got to get serious now. He says, I have a production question. You said Angel produces albums. So what was that process? All right, so the way we did it, the way we did the last album, I had like demos of like 8 songs, 9 songs. Actually, more than that, probably like 10 songs. I had demos of like 10 songs. We listened to them. And we would just pick them apart, man. Like we would, you know, I'd send Angel all my stems for all the demos, especially the drums. And we would take the drums and we would cut and paste. We would just chop the drums up and just move things around. And we would take like parts from one song and put it in another song. That would become a completely different song. We'd write new riffs. Like it was just a whole thing of just a lot of pre-production, doing arrangements and things like that. And we spent like a month or 2 on that. Then once we had all the arrangements, then I started writing all the leads. And the way that process went, Angel would have me vamp over a section of a song. I would just improvise. We'd do like literally like 50 takes. Yeah, we basically rip all the demos apart and rearrange stuff. When I recorded leads, I would do like 50 takes of improv, and then we would kind of like take the best parts from different takes and cut and paste a solo together, and then I would take it home and learn it, maybe change a few things, and then I'd come back maybe the next week and record it for real. So that's right, long live Ozzy. So that was the process. What's up, Harrison? Trey says, I'm thinking she wants an inside signature with white ink. Trey's always got to take it to... Trey's always got to just... You're on the edge and you got to take it a little too far. That's not too far. Trey likes to toe the line. So that's what we did. She says, why am I laughing? Because it's funny. That's why I'm laughing. Fuck. Am I not allowed to laugh? You know, what all you broads say, live, laugh, love, y'all are on some shit like that. So let me laugh. All right. All right, anyway. She said I don't say that. I'm just saying in general. Vanessa says live, laugh, lobotomy. That's good. All right, listen, it's time for me to go because I got to get up at 5:30. I said, yes, I said broads, what? It's funny, come on now. Why do I have to get up so early? Because I got to go to a job site. We got a crane tomorrow, man. I got to be there to meet up with the crane operator. We got to figure out where he's going to park. Briggs, thank you. Have a great night. Or Biggs, thanks for stopping in. All right, everyone. I will be back tomorrow. Now, I don't work construction. Well, kind of. I do HVAC. I'm an HVAC guy. I fix your air conditioning. That's how I got that 12K rack. Yeah, I make money. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Yo, I'll be back tomorrow, man. New Etherius album. Hymns in a Crimson Raven. Check it out. If you're on TikTok, click the link tree in my profile. Check it out. And I will see you tomorrow. Harrison says that's why I am so cool. Thank you, Harrison. All right, everyone. Yo, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.